This is the Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show, Crypto and Crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto. Don't flip, yo. Pause. I'm back. Nigga, Crypto and Crypto. We got these indicators. Don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know we're making Crypto and Crypto. Hit the like and subscribe. We're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't want to trade crypto no more. If you don't understand that emotion, will take you to another place, and now you'll chase the red candle. Can't stand you. There's Wall Street. I don't know. It's sick
Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Every day you hit the like, you hit the subscribe. Talking about going on a ride, going to the moon, and going soon. How's everybody doing this evening? We're a little bit behind. It's 5 to 9 o'clock Eastern time. If anybody was wondering, we're about to do a video, some crypto news like we always do, and then you're going to be able to chime in the super chat. We had a few people who are actually participating. So if you're interested in that, these are some of the things we might start doing new to the channel. Bitcoin news, obviously, but this is something a little different. Right here, we have some people in the chat. So Martha, Biconomy, that was one of the assets they want to go over. We also have Biconomy. We have Silo. We have XTZ Tesos. We have Lotex, and we have Ethereum. So these are some of the things we do for you. You hit the like, you hit the subscribe, and we do some live TA for everybody. So you are exciting to come to this channel. We talk about some of the most updated breaking news also as well. Polkadot eyes increasing transaction speed by 100 to 1,000 times. So if anybody was wondering, yes, it is continuing to grow. What is happening right now, Polkadot said the technology will allow the speed of the network to increase from 100,000 and 1 million transactions per second, TPS, compared with the current network speed of the 1,000, according to Coinbase. So pretty good, interesting news here, and it goes on to give you the list of everything that was added, more scalability. Polkadot seems to be more scaling, and we do have some Polygon news. Apparently Polygon, if you can get into some of the news, you follow us on Instagram. Polygon is now going to be listed with Robinhood. Some of the good news here, Robinhood taps Polygon over Ethereum for its Web3 wallet beta launch. Breaking news kind of for today, Robinhood announced the launch of its beta Web3 wallet, giving 10,000 wait-listed customers the ability to participate in the wallet's testing phase. The application, which is solely available on Apple mobile devices, will let users trade crypto with reportedly no fees, as well as earn yield by connecting with other decentralized applications known as dApps. Pretty interested for that. Polygon wins again. Robinhood wins with this move. So if you want to pay attention to some of the things that may be happening, these are some of the crypto moves. Voyager, FTX wins bid against Binance and Waze to win Voyager digital assets for $1 billion. So as we have this title, it's pretty impressive. Pretty crazy how FTX Sam, Bankman-Fried, he is just killing it out there. Now they're taking over. As some of us know, the Voyager went down, and they claimed bankruptcy over this past summer, and now Binance loses that battle, and FTX is now going to be taking over. Without some of the further ado here, we're going to go into some of this now. So Biconomy being one of the requested assets. Biconomy Web Layer 3 Ethereum blockchain. I've been paying attention for this asset for a long time. If you pay attention to the daily, as you can see, we're creating new lower lows all the way through the last time. And this is something to pay attention to. As you can see here, We had a liquidity grab all the way down to the 33 cents, as it says here on this chart. This is the Coinbase chart. And if I'm paying attention all the way through, I do have a few 2 days that we spent at 38 cents, 37.9. That would be something I would pay attention to if we started breaking below the 37.9. That would be a Hail Mary. You better put your self stop there if you don't want to get hurt anymore, because this thing will continue to tank. If we fall below the 37.9, remember I said so. This is something very important. Try to be a little quiet because I have my little one sleeping tonight. She's not feeling great, so maybe that's why there's not so much enthusiasm and all this craziness going on, I guess, this evening, right? Doesn't it seem like we're a little down tonight? Looking at the total crypto market cap, 936 billion, increased a little bit since the last video we had. Looking about maybe 12 billion entered into the market. As you can see, the trending currently still have Nabel, however you pronounce that, in the runnings. Biconomy, we're still talking about. As you can see, Polygon may take a move now from here. I am staking Polygon, and I am staking Cardano. So a few things I want to talk about tonight as we get to Biconomy here. Two things. In order to start flipping and finding us to be able to fight back, we're going to look at the 52 cent level for a nice cup and handle to come through. Before you find the 52 cents, and let's adjust our chart so I can show you where I see this. You're going to find 52 cents. What I think we could do is a cup and handle coming in. We're going to look at the charts to see if this verifies. Biconomy, web layer 3. Obviously, put all your things out there. Mag 3, Bollinger Bands, everything, the whole nine. We're going to take a peek, do some technical analysis on this. And currently right now for the daily, as you can see, the daily looking pretty good the last few times we were down here at this moment. We did bounce pretty nicely. So Biconomy, looking on the daily chart, looking pretty bullish for the RSI level. Now I'm looking at this and getting minute little jumps on the MACD here. And currently MACD looking to flip a little bullish. Just giving it a quick peek. As now I see here, this is all just the daily, so take it for what it's worth on the daily. Nobody's talking in the chat, so seems like a lot of people wanted to catch up on this video, but nobody really came to it. Right now, Bollinger Bands. A few times you get the Bollinger Bands, as you can see right here on the daily, and I like this daily chart. Doing it again, coming in, as I already have that here for you. Pay attention, I think there's going to be a big move coming next week. So I think we got a whole week coming. What is it? We got 3 days. If you watched the last video, we talked about options. The Ethereum options contracts of $1.5 million being expired. If you pay attention to here, I don't think the next move is going to come. Possibly till October 7th. First week of October. So let's see what happens. I definitely see this token flipping. And if you're just getting into it now and you're just starting to buy this asset, I would say that I would wait. What we're looking to do here, and this is something I'm going to pay close attention to. I'm going to have to say the 60 cents right here on this daily is strong. So look for the daily on the strong daily Biconomy. Flipping to the 4 hourly, seeing if I can get any other different levels here that would make sense. As I'm ruining my chart, we have no volume down there. Okay with that. So as you can see here on this chart currently, $1 for Biconomy. Looking for a big resistance here from the old support flipping from, I would say, this year that just passed for April, so right before the springtime for Biconomy. So if anybody's wondering, we broke down Biconomy for you. Anyone has a suggestion in the chat you want to go over, we'll probably take one live chat suggestion. It's pretty dead tonight, obviously. A lot of people worked long tonight. Probably a long day, and who the hell wants to sit down and watch this? But if you see the new daily candle for Bitcoin, we were talking about this falling wedge breakout. Well, we're now sitting below into this wedge here, and it's now starting to become a descending triangle pattern. It's really concerning. The more and more we hit resistance on these prices here, coming onto this lower ledge here, I think we're going to fall through, and 18.7 is really going to have a major fall through. So pay attention to that. I'm concerned. And obviously the price here, 17,000. What was the lowest peak? It was 17.7 if you remember. This is the Coinbase chart, or no, Bitfinex chart for Bitcoin. And it was 17.7. This chart says 17.659. Whenever it's pretty close. Obviously, if we close below that or fell below that, we'd be talking about the 11,000, 13,000 that we say has a chance of actually coming. And what is that? If you look at the big chart here, this is pretty cool. What did I do? And a lot of you missed the video. Every circle here that represents on Bitcoin represents a monthly I was showing you, and it was a month of September. And if you pay attention to the month of September, we fell. Finished the whole month of September. If you pay attention, we fell, right? It was red. 19, we fell. And then what happened is sprung a bull market each time, if you pay attention, each time in the last 6 years. So I'm pretty confident October is going to be a really good month. So if we're going to say that, then some of these are going to go up too. Ethereum Classics, one of them I want to pay attention to. Silo, I don't know what Silo is. But let's get some of the ones I have and I pay attention to be fair to some of the people who follow this channel. Ethereum and Tezos. So we talked about Ethereum a lot. Let's see if we can get Tezos in here. XTZ, Tezos. Now, I remember when this asset was trading. $5. Not that was a lot, but $5 was pretty good. We're going to go to the daily chart. It looks almost exactly like Bitcoin. I don't know if anybody can agree to that, but if you were to see this, right, this is like the 48,000 area, 50,000 Bitcoin, the high, and then that's when we went to 69 up here. So I would say it's kind of similar to Bitcoin. But this is Tezos. This is XTZ, affiliated with the MLS Soccer League. If you were wondering, the token, the gaming with definitely the soccer. I don't know how further they're going to go out with this, but it's still, that's pretty enough for me to pay attention to it. RSI level for the daily. Currently right now it's pretty high. If you see, the trend has been your friend from May 13th on this chart. And from May 13th, this thing has been going sideways, not showing the upward momentum. So that's something I like to pay attention to on my RSI level. Excuse me. This is a humongous falling wedge, and it may be time to buy this. And like I said, none of this is financial advice. You already know that. If you follow me long enough, you understand. We're just good at what we do. This is called technical analysis. This is Tezos. And I really appreciate some of the followers who bring this stuff up. We'll do Jasmy next for Gary, just because he's live waiting. So Gary, I hope you're okay with that. What I'm seeing here, and then I'm going to do Cardano. That's definitely one of the ones I wanted to talk about, and some people wanted to hear. Falling wedge breaking through right now. See this falling wedge, January of the beginning of this year of 2022. If you could see this, nothing but falling, right? Nothing but falling. We have not had any fun times, but nothing but dead cat bounces. But you can see every single time there is a resistance level. So falling wedge hitting it perfectly as it could be, textbook as it would like to see. I like this. This is something I want to get involved into. Starts getting very minute. Looks like it's about to die. And that's usually when you want to get involved. I'll tell you right now, it's pretty exciting. We'll look at some indicators and see what is happening. Do we have a big movement coming? This is a daily. And yes, as I look at this EMA, there's a big spike coming. There's a big breakout coming now. Looking at the daily, looking at the 4-hourly, skipping to the weekly. This is what you got to do. The weekly, we haven't been this low on the RSI level since obviously we started pumping in January of 2019 for Tezos. So what I'm going to say right now is I'm pretty excited about this. This could be a nice pump in the making. So looking at the weekly there, very bullish looking there. Get rid of some of the EMAs, right? Get some of the indicators and see what's happening. Falling wedge, like I said, continuing to happen. We'll break down now after we get rid of all the falling wedges. And I don't know why I just did that. Oh boy. All right. So we're clearing everything, going back and forth, falling wedges, you can see. Getting back to the daily, and I want to show you what's going to happen. When are we... This is the question. A lot of people want to know the answer to this, and surprised nobody's asking. But when are we done falling, and when is the confirmation? Well, the confirmation of the fall is going to be at this big wick right here. So if by any chance that we can start to come up through to here, and this is what usually will give you your confirmation level. And as you can see, I really don't have to clone it. I could just take it off there and move it. But it's going to be the same exact height as right there as the tip of your thing right there. So it's at $4.16, $4.17 for Tezos. Obviously, as you can see right here, I do have a big resistance support flip. What is that price? I'm paying attention. Give me a minute because the last one is huge here. And that price is $2.03. So what I'm going to be doing is dollar cost averaging out. I'm going to dollar cost average into this asset and dollar cost average out at $2.02. 100% will be finding my way out. I give you 3 levels, and you got one more level for Wall Street Pete. Get excited. You're invited, and this is why we talk about it. And I got to get something better than what I have right now. Excuse me one second. This is a pain in the ass to break down. we're pretty much at the price right there. But if you see right there, $1.60. So you got $1.60 and you got $2.03. If you want to take out a long position and dollar cost average in this big fall that's coming, inverted head, probably coming down into here, this is what you're going to see. So pay attention. I'm so glad you're able to watch and see this and come live. This is exactly what I think may happen. Now I'm going to look at the indicator on the daily, because what's going to happen is the daily could finish with the weekly, okay? So pay attention to that. What is there? Enough room for the daily to fall. Even though the weekly has enough room already falling, the daily could catch up to that. So that would be in the shorter time frame. Obviously, in the weekly time frame, we're still bullish. So as long as we hold there, and what is that on the RSI level, 39.80, that's important for the daily on Tezos. So it could get the head and shoulders pattern. Would not expect it to obviously come through. I would put my sell stop right here at 128. If it starts falling lower than 128, there's a big issue. You're going to find yourselves finding lower lows of prices where you may never even seen before. But as you can see here on this chart, we've been there. So look at that. 40 cents, and this asset is killing it. So it does show proof. March of 2019, there is high volatile waves. So that's Tezos. We're going to do Jasmy now. Gary's patiently waiting, and I haven't looked at Jasmy in a long time. And you know what? Jasmy's doing nothing but new lower lows. Ugh. I mean, really, we bought it. Right? We bought this asset. We've made a lot of money on this asset. 2022, I finally have lost a couple bucks in this asset for this year. And what am I saying? Well, I just bought this not too long ago, and you can watch the video. I said, it looks like we're going to be buying this, and it's falling, it's falling. It's a humongous falling wedge that never stops. I don't want to see any of this mess. It looks like a little kid drew. We're going to start over and pay attention to what's been happening. Well, you look at this ugly mess. This is a horror bloodbath. It's been doing nothing but something called creating new lower lows every time. So what somebody would say is, well, this is nothing but a boat, right? Nothing but a lot of people buy yachts, big boats, and all it does is cost them money and money and money, right? It's like a sinking money pit. You just keep putting your money into it. You don't get anything back out of it. And all it does is constantly just a big money pit, right? That's what Jasmy's been to people. And a lot of people don't understand. If you see this chart, if you see what this is doing exactly. And now remember, these candles are dailies. So for these dailies, and let me tell you right now, I'm going to look at this Jasmy right now. And Jasmy has seemed to have stopped and really relaxed since this last summer of May 2022. Many people wouldn't agree with me. Many people would say, no, this asset sucks. This thing is continuing to fall. This is a POS. Not proof of stake, the other POS for once. But if people don't realize what is happening, there is, and I want to say 80 cents, 8 cents. I know that's not. It's 0.008 of a cent. This is a fraction of a penny. And what's going to happen is this is when we're going to start flipping. That's why I wanted to buy at this price so much. And a lot of people probably said, oh, he's an a-hole. He don't know what he's talking about. But that price right there is the moneymaker. What people don't understand, and I'm looking at the daily chart for Jasmy. If you want to keep up, hit the like and subscribe. This is going to be an old video for many people because they did not have the all notification ready. What is going on right now is we're continuing to fall through. I believe we're going to create this inverted head and shoulders coming down, which you'll then find yourself come in. And this is going to be amazing because a lot of people don't believe me. You're going to start hitting resistance at the 8.2, 8.3, 8.4 level. That's when you already know for a fact. That's when you already know for a fact. Get on board. It's time. We're flipping support, old support, into resistance. It is a very, very bullish sign. This is the Jasmy token payment system, Ethereum blockchain. If you are interested in any of this, and I know I sound like a psycho because it doesn't get any better than this. This is awesome. Our followers are so excited. Our followers know what is happening. It's almost like they're testing Wall Street, Pete. And I know you're coming up. And what will happen is you'll hit resistance. It'll come up. You'll have a lot of problems somewhere at the 95 level. It'll come through. It'll hit back. It'll be called a cup and handle. Your handle will probably hit resistance back at the 0.008 level for the Jasmy. You will then come through, hit the same resistance again, keep coming in. You're looking at something called an upward W inside an upward W. I know this sounds wild, but then before you know it, you'll be sitting here talking about the 1 cent level again. And then when you really look at this chart and you really break this down, You're going to see what's happening. I think the Bitcoin price, the crypto space is starting to flip a little bit, right? We do have some points. We did talk about it. It's very, very important. We did talk about how it's very important to talk about how we could fall, right? All the way down to the most brutal moments where we can be. It's very scary. 83%. We talked about this on my channel many, many times, right? Each month, September circled is the month that went down for the last 6 years, but we had an 83% fall in December 2017. We had an 83% fall, right? Before that was the bottom. Well, if we continue to repeat history, which usually it can happen and it should happen, doesn't mean it has to, but this is very likely now in my eyes. 13.8, 13.9. And if it doesn't happen, we're finishing to 83% down in Bitcoin. You're going to find yourself all the way down to 11,000. And I'm going to be buying as much Bitcoin as I possibly can. You know what a lot of people are going to be doing? They're going to be panic selling. They're going to be panic selling. And I'm going to be sitting over here like, do you believe this shit? You believe this shit? Anybody watch that show, Ken and Peele? When they talk about the girls and they're sitting there and they're talking and they're in the basement and the girls are upstairs talking, yapping away or whatever, having a conversation just like the guys are. And he's like, yeah, man, my stuff was so wrinkly. I told her, bitch. Oh. Hilarious. It reminds me of that. But long story short of it all, this is what we're talking about. There's some levels. Obviously, Bitcoin has to stay in this range. It's very important. This is a weekly. If you look at the weekly, we have 4 days until Sunday comes. And that really is going to tell us where we're going then. So if we continue to bounce off this, which is nice, as you can see, in the week, we've already been ranging from here. This is a weekly range. What I see happening, and we've talked about this before, is this level is very important, coming from the support flipping into resistance. We just did that for you on Jasmy. Well, it's going to basically mean the same thing for the Bitcoin price. It doesn't change. The narrative is exactly the same. Technical analysis still the same. So now we're looking at the 18.7. We don't want to fall below the last week. If we do, we're in trouble. It means we're going to continue to fall. So this is what's going to happen. I'm going to panic buy Ethereum. I fucking love it. Yes! I am going to panic buy some Shiznik myself. What's going on? Nice to have you in the chat. Magician. We're talking about some things here. What do we want to go over? We did not go over Cardano yet. Cardano Vassal hard fork. And speaking of weekly candles here, you want to talk about something that's been dying. And this is not, I have no TA set up for this weekly. This is all a bunch of drawings that I have for probably a daily or a 4-hourly. And if you see, this is what it's starting to make more sense. This is perfect for the daily. So daily right now, we're going to pull some indicators out. Let's see if anything makes sense. Because really, the Vassal hard fork is here. And Cardano didn't do jack diddly squat, right? And it's the reason why I'm not really talking about it. When we start really finding out when we're going to get more bullish here, we'll start talking more and more and more. But until I see my Bollinger Bands, and this is probably one of the very, very first times in a long time I've actually seen this, we have a bullish divergence in the Bollinger Bands. That's kind of good news. So we're looking to flip here. In the outside here, I found it very, very often, and I'm giving a little tidbit secret here. So if you're listening up, congratulations to you. I'm going to show you this real quick as I get rid of the indicator. I'm just drawing so we can get up there. All right, so here comes the indicator, getting rid of it. Am I new to life here? All right, so here it is. It's gone. But one thing to pay attention to, this is strongly paying attention to this. Like, I don't know if this makes sense to you. You may laugh at me. You may say, okay, wow, I believe him. Bollinger Bands. Last time the Bollinger Bands were down this downward momentum, as you could see, the trend is your friend. I mean, it doesn't take a genius to realize. One, we're starting to build a little bit of support here. Two, there is a downward trend coming on Cardano Common Sense, right? We got the arrows pointing down. We have the falling wedge coming through. But then all of a sudden, sideways boring action has started, right? We stopped doing this weird falling wedge. It's now going sideways. That is actually really, really bullish. I'm very excited about that. So I'm paying attention to that. Daily, weekly, look at the weekly. Obviously, Cardano has not done anything like this on this chart. This is the Kranken. exchange. Pay attention to that. But a lot of boring sideways action. It's going to show. It looks like we're getting ready to have liftoff for Cardano. Then I start, paying attention to certain things. I'll start looking what's going on. Oh, the Vassal hard fork is out. Plutus 2. I was paying attention. I did a video today for Charles Hoskinson. It was very important, right? I don't really want to play it because then I get copyrights. But there's some things
in September of last year, when Alonzo came out, we introduced the extended UTXO model in Plutus, and that was enough to start the conversation of how does one build a dApp on Cardano. Then with the ecosystem, we worked hand in glove with hundreds of developers on dozens of projects like Sunday Swap and Wing Riders and all these others. We learned an enormous amount.
And we talked about all this stuff. The Wing Rider, right? The partnership with Cardano. And now basically we talked about it today. What the Vassal hard fork is doing is scalability, transaction speed coming in, making it much faster for you to be able to, I guess the dApps, right, with Plutus 2 coming, they're pretty excited. So they're pretty much one of the people, a lot of people, what I used as the term today with my buddy Brian, talking about fantasy football, flying under the radar. And that's exactly what Cardano's doing. Cardano's one of those people right in the middle, right, dead smack. Nobody's talking about it. Nobody seems to care, right? No movement. It's going down. It's annoying. It's a shit price, 43 cents, 44 cents. It doesn't have double zeros near it. It's not intriguing, right? Not a shit coin where it could go up a lot of money. But people don't understand that Cardano has every ecosystem, everything involved to really explode. So between that and Jasmy, I'm big believers in both of them. Jasmy's tough. Like I said, we have a few levels on Jasmy we have to talk about there. As you can see, it's going to take some time. So before you really get into Jasmy, it's going to take some time. There's some movements. We could still come down inverted head. It's not coming all the way down to here, obviously. But it could come through, and then we have to wait for this resistance level. Once this starts happening, you already know Jasmy's set to go. But getting back to Cardano, I really want to analyze it. I want to get rid of all the garbage here that we have. If you pay attention, right, the crypto space, when you look at it at a full picture, they all mimic each other. Bitcoin is king. I don't know what else to tell you. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. What's up, Viral? We got viral videos in the house. We got a good, strong wolf family. If anybody knows Dingo, anybody talk to Dingo, he's going away on house arrest, man. He just got taken away. He had a warrant for his arrest or something. Not house arrest. He had a warrant. So we lost Dingo. I'm definitely accumulating ADA. Well, if you pay attention to what's happening, this is what I'm trying to show people. Yeah, we're not at the price, but look what we're doing. Look what we're doing. When was the last time you seen prices? When was the last time you seen wicks like that? I'm just going to sit back for a second. I want you to analyze this for just a quick minute. This is fun sometimes. People don't really get it. Ladies and gentlemen, each candle for Cardano in this picture represents a week. 7 business days. 7 days, business days. Could you imagine 7 business days? Monday through Friday. You have Monday one more time and Friday one more time. Yeah, right. 7 full days. And what I'm trying to establish here is if you pay attention, before we blew up, well, we got really minute, boring sideways action. I don't know if you understand, but there really wasn't much going on. But here, boring sideways action again. I mean, history shows you. So I don't know. You can put that for what it's worth. Not a lot of technical analysis in this exact skit right here. More fundamentals than anything else. But if I were to break this down on a weekly basis and I were to say, hey, let me look at this chart. Let me really see what's going on because now I'm intrigued of what he's talking about. Because it's really flattening out, as you can see. We're basically hitting support at the old resistance spot before we exploded. So, I mean, I don't know how much more of an alarm system do you need. Like, I almost want to change this entire title to, hey, Cardano, Jasmy, and a couple other tokens we went over in assets are about to explode through the roof, it looks like. I don't want to be that guy. But these can come all the way through down. Looks like we're going to a shit show coming down. There's a possibility of 34 cents. I'm not always the bullish guy, right? I'm the guy that covers you on both sides. And this is what I see coming. I see a 34 cents coming. This is a big possibility, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not guaranteeing you nothing. But what I see right off there is a 78 cent hold. So if you're buying this or doing this, you're going to make yourself sick now in crypto. You're going to make your own kind of money. But this is not financial advice. This is something that you're going to have to research on your own. You're going to have to find out that this is a weekly chart. It takes weeks to make these moves. So if you're going to go in tonight and buy this or put a limit buy order in at 33 cents and it's not going to fill and you're going to just unsubscribe and get mad. I've been telling people, you dollar cost average into this. If you're not already in at these cheap prices at 43 cents for Cardano, I don't know what you're waiting for. This is a lot of weeks. How far are we into this? This is May of 2022, the entire summer. So if you pay attention to what's going on, look at this. And if I get Bassmaster, look at this. Would you look at that? Ladies and gentlemen, the entire summer of 2022 is in here. Guess what the summer was? Boring, sideways action. The summer of 22, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you're looking at for Cardano. Nothing. Vassal hard fork coming. Nothing. You know what I see? This is what I see. And this is what excites the living bejesus out of me. Now, this is on a weekly basis, and we're going to move on to a different asset. I don't want to beat a dead horse here. But I'm pretty excited about what I see here. This was the last move we were alive. This was the last move that we made it. And we're right about the 70 cents right here. So this is telling me here, we'll take it to about, what is that price? 85 cents. 85 cents along here. So you're going to take that 78 to 80 cents, and you're really going to take this and understand that there is nothing stopping this all the way from here once this picks up the momentum back into a bullish momentum here. So we could have one more fall here as I'm showing you on the check mark coming down, and then that's it. Buy the dip and you're literally going to have a sip. So these are some of the things, these are some of the last opportunities that we're going to have in crypto that people are not paying attention to. So I think we covered almost all of it. What else did we not talk about that some of the people, we didn't really do Ethereum. I think Ethereum's important. Silo, we didn't talk about. I don't know what LOTX is. Somebody want to help me out with that. We did Tesos. XRP, looking to have a 44-cent support level, right? XRP stuck at that 43, 44 cents. You can see how high volatile I believe Jasmy could still continue to be. It's pretty scary, so don't be alarmed. But these are some of the things I expect to happen in the crypto market. We're pretty below. We're pretty down. I mean, you don't get any more than where we could be right here, right? So if you pay attention to the first fall, when we were trading 48,000 during the Thanksgiving of the 2021 era, and I remember this time I was sitting here being thankful for crypto because if you see where we were at all-time highs, and I was taking profits. And if you can follow me on Instagram, I said, it's time to take profits. And why did I say that? Well, I said that because of one major factor. And I want to get this out of the way and I want to show you. This is Ethereum if anyone's interested. I said we have a really bearish divergence showing. And it was on the daily. And guess what? It was a double top pattern formation. He told me everything I needed to know. From the charts to the indicators. And we sold at 4,700. Yeah, it went up a little higher. Went up to 4,900, I believe. I was shaking in my pants, honestly, because I thought I made a huge mistake. I thought it was going right to 10,000 for a second. I said, oh my gosh, what if it goes to 10K? And I said, you really got to believe in your TA. And that's what I did, ladies and gentlemen. And if you followed me since last year, you already know. We sold Ethereum at 4,700, double top pattern, and we've been doing nothing but slowly dollar cost averaging in, waiting. In July, I told a lot of you in July, if you watched my July videos, I was on vacation in July. Any of you guys remember me in the sand? I was at a beautiful resort, beautiful place on the beach. Literally, my hotel was on the beach, drinking margaritas, drinking whatever the hell I wanted, 30 bananas. Long story short, I said, there's a 13,000 price, 11,000 price that could be coming. And I'm really scared. And I'm not scared, but I'm concerned. And I'm going to be dollar cost averaging in slowly. And I'm going to be saving my bags for this moment. And it's probably coming in the fall. It's probably coming in the winter of this year. Remember I said that? Well, getting back to all that, this is what I was talking about. So looking at Ethereum, don't ever count Ethereum out. Double bottom M patterns. So people ask, hey, can you do Ethereum? Well, I'm here doing it. So I hope you're here liking and subscribing and paying attention. But the double bottom M pattern is important. And I'll tell you right now, 1,033 has never been more important to the Ethereum price for the entire Ethereum community. I'll tell you right now, I love doing technical analysis. I've never been more confident in my life. I've never really I could talk in front of 1 million people, and maybe one day I'll be able to. It'll be awesome. But I'm here to help you. So you hit the like and subscribe. Like I said, none of it's financial advice, but this is a pattern that is developing and trying to finish. And I can see it going. So if you can see what's happening here, we're definitely getting this humongous falling wedge in the daily. And Ethereum's doing something on its own here. And if it's getting double bottom end patterns, well, ladies and gentlemen, it's definitely not done at the 1033. I expect a huge bounce if this is what's coming. So we're going to have a lot of paying attention to. This is a very long video. I'm going to have to go over and probably check out which asset to talk about in which order, if I may be able to do so. But if you see here, I've talked about this a bunch of times, June 20th, June 18th of 2022. We've been going up, and we've been doing something since then, all the way down to this Rsi level. High volatile waves coming in, and we're stuck right about here. And if you see what's been going on, we've kind of been doing that. So let's see what happens, because this thing, I'll tell you, you really, really have a hard time keeping track of all this unless you have technical analysis on your side. So my name is Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. I hope you do find some help out of this. I do hope you get some information out of all this. But if I paid attention to a lot of this, and this is why I like to switch over before we go, 4 hourly. If you look at the 4 hourly, we're pretty high. What would I expect? One quick last pump and then a huge rejection again. And that seems to be the narrative lately. So let's see what's happening. As you can see currently right now, looking at the 4 hourly, and it's one of my favorite charts. We flipped a support, and now we're hitting resistance currently at the $1,400 level on this chart. So if we come back down, and this is what's happening, we're trying to get her phone number. I don't know if you ever heard me talk about this analogy for Ethereum. Well, each time we're going to keep testing. So now is what happened is we're flipping support into resistance. We're now trying to come back through. We're going to keep asking for her number. Her number is at this red line. When she finally gives us a pass to go out and take her out for coffee, we're going to be excited. We're going to get that exception, and then we're finally going to be off to the races. And we're going to find our support levels in the 2,000 level. I would like to see us trading somewhere around 2,000 right here. Don't believe me? Well, you're going to be disappointed when you miss this, because I'll tell you right now, I do believe that this is coming. I do believe, ladies and gentlemen, Ethereum at this price will be here. You will all be wondering, how the fuck did this happen? And I'm going to be sitting here going, I told you so, see? That's pretty much what happens. So pay attention to this chart, because there's a couple moves that can happen. We can sit here and stay above the 1,033. We'll never have a problem. Create new higher lows as we continue. That will be a way to establish and confirm that we are not going down. So watch that. That's one confirmation. This is the best crypto analysis show you could possibly find. So new higher lows on Ethereum continue. As you can see, if we do that, this will happen right there. And we're continuing to have higher lows as we continue to go in the upward trajectory. That would be a wonderful way as we fight our way to 2,000, and then we get a huge rejection point. So get ready. Ethereum's going to 2,000. I don't know where we're going in the short term. We may be coming down to 1,000, but I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't dollar cost average into this Ethereum price soon, people are buying it. People are into the merge. What is going to happen is you're going to be lost into this trade onto the sidelines, wishing you found a dollar cost average method in. Would you look at it? Just look at it. That's what I'm saying. Have a wonderful night, Nick. Everyone else, the magician, virals, all of you. I appreciate you guys very much. Gary, Mia, thank you so much. Please be very careful in the comment section. They are brutal. These people are trying to hack, they're trying to scam, they're trying to do everything, these bots, anything they possibly can to get information from you, or perhaps to give them crypto. Do not make those mistakes. Do not click on those links. I don't have WhatsApp, I don't have Telegram. Please do not do none of that stuff. Just do yourself a favor. If you're interested with your time, spend time researching on the asset. Who is the people behind it, running it? Did they work for Microsoft? Maybe they have a wonderful background. Maybe they're so intelligent they're going to invent something that we haven't thought of yet. That's the kind of team I want to pay attention to. Is it Ethereum blockchain? Sure, why not? Let's give it a chance, right? Everything else is built off the Ethereum blockchain. Binance, same thing with the Binance. I feel like Binance is coming out with a new asset every other day. Did I show you this? Thanks, Pete. Have a good night. Absolutely. We're dyslexic. We go back and forth. We're getting ready to leave. We are absolutely leaving. But I did want to show you this real quick, and I think this is where did I get this from? So what I'm looking for is there's a thing that tells you on here, right? How many out of the crypto tokens are on the blockchain. So in other words, it'll tell you how many crypto tokens are on the Ethereum blockchain. It'll tell you how many are on the BNB blockchains. It'll tell you the new, here it is. It's the trending and the new ones, I believe. I believe this is it. Yeah, I can't really find it right now, but that's a shame. I'm going to go check it out, and I'll bring it up to you tomorrow or the next day. We'll figure it out. It's not really that important. Total crypto market cap is stuttering around, fluttering around. We'll see what happens. Everybody have a wonderful night. There's no sense in dragging you guys on. Everybody has work tomorrow. Absolutely, brother. Have a sip. Buy the dip. You already know, guys. Please be careful. Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe. We're going on a ride. We're going to the moon. And damn, we will be going soon. Take